Hello to you. I'm Jesse Johnson. This is Nature, Nature, her 9 planes and levels of creation. Everything has a nature by their very definition, qualities, quantities, composition, if any, elements made of, meaning, etc. Even nothing, by definition alone itself, has a nature. If you have a God or gods, this God has a nature. Nature is omni, all, every, all energy, processes, forces, all forms, substantiated or unsubstantiated form, the formed and the formless. All 4 levels of logic, all 4 levels of physics. There are 2 meanings to nature, the narrow definition and the broad definition. The narrow definition is when you think and feel you are separate from the whole, or separate from nature, that you can stand back and watch nature, but you are not one with it. The ultimate physical impossibility. Or when you say something's unnatural, you've limited things, meaning that this matter don't fit this particular order and or produces destruction or disorder. The broad definition is that there isn't anything and nothing that isn't nature. This includes the so-called unnatural. Nature has 9 planes or levels of creation and 1 non-plane, non-level of creation. Creation in and of itself has no reality. Create and creation exists only in ignorance, just as choice, judgment, accidents, randomness, separate false sense of self, etc. All physicality, mental states, spiritual planes is all and integrally one with the single one, singularity, universal omni-field. Things have distances apart, but absolute, utter, no independent existence. All is one with all else. A simultaneous one omni with all. The 9 planes and levels of creation of the omni-supreme. Power of nature is given after a few definitions. We'll start with the definitions. A, create. This means to cause to come into existence, bring into being, to give rise to produce, expressiveness to develop or to make or cause. We'll go to B, creation, the act of creation, the act of creating all things or a class of things, a product of invention or construction or technology. C, dome, an approximate hemispherical or semi-spherical roof or cupola. We'll go to D, firm, F-I-R-M, stable, steadfast, strong, having compact consistency, comparatively stiff, unyielding under pressure, securely held in place or immovable, fixed, settled or unalterable, steady or not shaking or shakeable, not fluctuating or falling or failing, not subject to general change, unwavering, resoluteness or determination. We'll go to E, firmament, to make firm, expansive arc or vault of the heavens. Now, with that said, we'll go to the 9 planes and levels of the creation states of nature. Nature in the broad sense, all universal, omni-inclusive sense. Number 1, complex producing complex. Example, a female human giving birth to a baby. Both or extreme complex. We'll go to number 2, complex producing a simple system. Example, human engineers producing a bicycle. We'll go to number 3, simple developing to complex. Example, 1 simpler sperm and one simpler ovum egg, producing in the long run a several or more trillions of cells of an adult. Trillions of times more complex. We'll go to number 4. Simple to simple creation. Here is an example. A simple machine producing a simple item. Here's number 5. Primary creation. Primary creation, we'll go with 5A. A system A needed first before a system B can be produced. Impossible to get B without first having A. We'll go to 5B now. A specific complex system A first before a specific simple system B can be created. We'll go to number 6. No, number 5 was with a primary. Number 6 is where no primary is needed. Now, given enough time, any system, complex, simple, any form, any type, any structure, etc., will happen in the long term of 10 to the 1,000th power in years or more. Not needing a primary will happen. The short term, 10 to the first power to 10 to the 999th power of years or less. Of 5A just mentioned, and its physical impossibles in the short terms is superseded by almost infinite time energy. Hold on for a second, please. Time, energy, order, natural constructs, structures, combinations, and permutations. This has been part 1. Please go to part 2, which will start at number 7. Please go to number 2, part 2, because part 2 really gets down. And I want to thank everyone for listening and watching. Please share this video on Skype, Facebook, Twitter, and so forth. And we will meet in part 2 of nature. It's 9 planes and levels of creation.